Okay, greetings. I'm Paul Friedman. I'm founder of the Marriage Foundation. We approach marriage very differently. I've been doing this for close to 25 years. I used to be a divorce mediator when a couple asked me to help them save their marriage. I discovered things that blew my mind. It was very lucrative being a divorce mediator, as you can imagine, the way there's so many divorces in these days. And I was inspired to do that because I just wanted to help people not suffer so much by going through a divorce. Divorce is a killer. So this particular topic is 5 reasons you get annoyed with your partner. And I came up with 5 reasons that are going to really help you understand marriage a little bit more and help you have a more appreciation, a better appreciation, not a more appreciation, but a better appreciation of what marriage is and how beautiful it is by flipping the coin a little bit. So let's begin with number 1. And just about everyone can relate to this, but most people don't tie this to reasons you get annoyed with your partner. Most people think it's your partner that's causing you to be annoyed, but that isn't the case. So number 1 is lack of patience. When we're patient, we don't become annoyed. It's very simple. You see, this ties to a principle that I discovered is universally applicable to having a great marriage, and that's proper utilization of your own free will. It means how we see things, how we hear things, how we calculate things. It's all up to us because we have free will. So in today's world, everyone's talking about, oh, he or she is a narcissist, they're this way, they're that way. I go, you know what? Everyone has flaws. Take a look at your own. In this case, take a look and ask yourself, am I patient? Chances are you're not very patient. So when you're starting to feel annoyed, put the brakes on and go, you know what? I'm really not being that patient. And see what happens. Number 2 is there's a lack of understanding. You see, we don't really communicate as well as we think we communicate. We don't listen as well as we think we're listening. In fact, most of us only listen long enough so that we can put our own piece into the conversation. We almost don't even care what the other person, even our spouse, is saying, what they're trying to get across. And so if you don't have this understanding of what they're trying to communicate, and it's on, here's my philosophy. When being communicative, when you have something to say, it's up to you to understand the recipient of your communication. It's your responsibility. On the other hand, when your spouse is trying to communicate with you, it's up to you to understand what they're trying to say. And if you take on that philosophy, you're going to save an awful lot of frustration. So if you're more understanding, trying to understand what they're trying to say, you're not going to be annoyed. Number 3, not seeing things as they see them. And this is a lack of knowing them. You know, we always think, oh no, I know all of their faults. That's not knowing them. In marriage, the most important thing to know is their heart. Marriage means union, connection, and it's not of the mind. You know, some people profess that marriage is about having the same kind of hobbies and tastes. It's not. It's about connecting at the heart level, being in love. We get married for love. And unfortunately, our society has fallen into the pit of psychological ignorance, meaning we think we can apply psychology to our marriage, and it really doesn't work to do that, which is why we have wonderful courses for men and for women. And so many say, we tried marriage counseling and it just didn't work. I know that anyway, because we train marriage counselors here, specialized TMF, the Marriage Foundation marriage counselors, whose approach to marriage is patterned after my discoveries, and it's completely different. We're very positive. We don't look at the past mistakes. We don't care about the past mistakes, because one of the philosophies is, starting now, I will treat my spouse with total love. I'm going to come from my heart, not from my mind. I'm not going to let my mind interfere with my love. Number 4, thinking you're always right. You want to get annoyed easily? Think that you're the one who has all the answers. In other words, they're wrong, I'm right. How annoying are you that you would question my thinking you're dumb? You see what I'm saying? So we need to always learn to be a receptive, loving spouse, and then you won't be annoyed. Number 5, and this is going to throw you. You know, the other 4 makes total sense, right? But this one does too, if you think about it, because if you don't ever want to be annoyed by anyone, you live in a state of joy. In other words, a lack of joy in your persona, who you are, means that you're susceptible to stupidity, arrogance, bad ideas, all of the above and more. But if you're in joy, you just really, it's called holy indifference, where you're not worried about what other people think, you're not worried about what they say and do, because you're floating around in joy. Now, that may sound ridiculous considering all the suffering in the world, but believe it or not, the world is off base. And this teaching is right on, it's spot on. Why do I say that? Because you're a soul. This is not a religious concept of being a soul, it's just the reality. You're a soul. You don't have a soul, you are a soul. Think about that. You're a soul. God created man in his image. His image is love, joy, wisdom, and consciousness, and that is what we are. And then what happens is we allow our minds to dissect this, look at that, inspect that, and we get all caught up in the mind's stuff. Remember, the mind is yours. It's a tool for you. It's a machine. It's a computer. The idea is to step back, get some objectivity towards your own mind, and do not let it interfere with you, the soul, the joy-filled, wisdom-filled, love-filled soul. Now, go to our website, learn the top 10 do's and don'ts of marriage. Take a look at the reviews that we have. We've saved thousands of marriages throughout the years, and we'd like to help you with yours at some level. I'm sure we can, and see what we have to offer. For me, this is about service. We're a nonprofit organization. This is about service. It's not about making money, so everything is quite affordable. I'm Paul Friedman. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. I think you'll really be happy to be getting more and more of these videos. I founded the Marriage Foundation as a service for you. God bless you, thank you, and take care.